Start. Now, as far back as 1928, Pandit Motilal Nehru laid great emphasis on judicial reforms, and in the 50s also, the chief of the old bloc, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, harped on the same string. Now, when people go to the court day after day, they have to wait, and why? Because some of the people do not know the actual procedures. Some people are afraid of going to the court, and poor people have got a sort of sentiment that these courts are meant for the rich people, for the affluent section of the society, for people with money and fortune, and it is not meant for the poor. If we introduce these sort of judicial reforms by appointing a commission by which these sort of misgivings and apprehensions are totally removed the minds of the poor people of India, the earlier is done, the better it is for our country. Para. Now, when we speak in terms of separation of powers of the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, all the pundits and all the scholars take part in this sort of discussion and debates, and all of them lay great emphasis on the separation of the judiciary from the other two. There is a great reason behind it. It is very important to know that the judiciary must be kept separate from the executive and the legislature. But the judiciary must be free not in words but in reality. The judiciary has got to be free. Para. Now, our beloved Prime Minister has introduced the one new program. There are many schemes under this program, and I have found that under this one new program, lands have been distributed free to the landless people. But what happened the moment the new regime came? All the landlords came, swooped on them, and took away the lands, and those poor people did not get any justice anywhere. So, if justice remains just on paper, if justice is not carried into the field to the poor people of our country, what is the value of this justice? I don't find any meaning in it. So, justice has got to be made effective, substantial, and cheap, and its dispensation must be very fast. Now, I have gathered this knowledge that the National Law School of Bangalore has recommended that the law course should be for 5 years. I do not understand the reason behind it. 5 years is a very long time, and most of the poor parents cannot afford to defray the educational expenses of their sons and daughters who will have to pursue their studies for 5 long years. Over.
खत्म. बाय बाय, टाटा, गुड बाय.